What do you think is the hardest part of what I do for a living?
For Kyle, I would say the hardest part about his job is probably more physical.
I sound like I think Kyle's just like this meathead, like lug of a guy, but no, like Kyle's job is very physically demanding, carrying like a very heavy camera.
When we're shooting long hours, I mean, that's a lot on your body to be carrying a camera around, especially if it's hot, and setting up lights, several times throughout the day.
I think the hardest part for what Kyle does for a living is also make sure you have the right story there and whatever you're filming is top notch.
That, or there's an unfathomable amount of gear that we could always have, and it's all like $1 million. And so being able to make the quality of work that we make with the minimum amount of gear possible.
The hardest part of Kyle's job is the post-lunch slump. When you eat a big meal, and not even a big meal, if you just eat any meal that has any level of starch in it on a shoot, your afternoon is shot. You feel like you are waddling around, you're tired, you just want to nap. A smart producer will schedule the right shots after lunch because they have that post-lunch slump.
It never feels like a job, so it's always hard to say. Loading in and out gear is tough. It gets old real quick. I think one of the hardest things is not obsessing about gear, because you're constantly bombarded with the latest gear trends and updates and new cameras and new toys. Just like focusing on working with what you have and working with the team you have to tell the story. I think that's maybe my answer.